I think I'm going to spare you the semi-witty introduction and jump right in because this will be long enough without you having to listen to a plain joke. Hi everyone and welcome back to Linda Libera Loca. When I asked a few weeks ago on Twitter if you guys wanted to see a Q&A video, the main bulk of questions was around the same topic. How do you manage to fit everything into 24 hours? What's the secret? Quite honestly, there is no secret, but I'm going to talk you through what I do and, which is more important, what I don't do to manage to upload while still having a husband and kids and a full-time job. I have a few other random questions that I'm going to address first. And yeah, I'm prepared. I have some tea. I highly recommend you get something as well, because this is going to be one of my longer videos. The first question that I got on Twitter is from Tess Alexandra. Hi Tess. And she asked, given that you are not a native speaker, how did you manage to learn English and any other language? Any tips? I'm German. I grew up speaking German, but my godmother is from the UK, from London. She has a daughter and we grew up very close. So I listened to English quite early on. But other than that, I had Latin, French and English in school. My main tip for learning another language is read books in the language and watch films, Netflix, YouTube videos that are in the language that you want to learn. I think it's safe to say that most of my English education comes from YouTube. Oh, and speak. Just don't be shy, just chat away. I'm a chatterbox, so yeah, that one's the easiest for me. Second random question is, do you plan on having any more kids? I don't think so. I'm 38, my husband is 41, so by the time if I got pregnant now and had another kid, I'd be 40, which is by no means a problem. You go if you're 40 and still want kids, but I have two healthy kids that keep me on my toes, and I really enjoy getting to sleep through the night and having a few minutes where they can play all by themselves. I don't think I'm ready to start all over again. That being said, whenever I see a baby, I get a longing, so I won't say 100% no, but I don't think there will be any more kids in my future. Another kid regarding question, why don't you ever show your kids on social media and on the internet? And that's a conscious decision. I know it would be much easier if I could show my kids or if I would show my kids when I vlog, but my husband and I made the decision that we don't want our kids on the internet, because once posted, it stays there, you have no control who sees it and where it goes, and we want our kids to make their own decision if and how much they want to share from their lives. This is for safety reasons, and this is because I put myself out there, I put my husband out there, he has a little bit of saying in it, but I want my kids to make their decision when they are old enough. That does not mean that I judge anyone that decides differently. If you want to share your kids, it's your kids, your decision. It's just a personal decision that I sometimes struggle with, because of course my two kids are the cutest kids the earth has ever seen, and I would love to share them all with you, but no, it's their privacy. Moving on to more work-related questions. What do you do for a living? I used to work as a senior physician on intensive care unit. I'm an anesthetist by training, and I specialized in intensive care. I worked there for a few years. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed getting into emergency situations. I'm an emergency doctor as well. But when my daughter was born and I went back to work, I worked about 70 hours a week. And with my second child on the way, I did no longer want to be away from family for that long. So I decided for a switch in career, and I am now working in public health, which is completely different, but not that completely different, because my main topic is infectious diseases. So I'm the person you call if you have an infectious disease that is potentially dangerous to you or the people around you. And I work in emergency planning for bioterrorism, for epidemics and all that. So yeah, that's kind of emergency doctor, but in the bigger picture. Try to keep everyone safe. So yeah, that's what I do for a living right now. Another semi-work related question: how do you know that much about skincare and where do you do your research? I do my research in medical publications, which is PubMed. I don't think that websites like Paula's Choice, no offense, they are great websites, but I don't think they are a scientific source of information. And I have access to PubMed and all the scientific databases, so I do my research there. Of course, not for every single ingredient, but I look at the class of ingredient like retinoid and then read the scientific publications and try to translate that on my blog. And now to the main topic: how do you manage YouTube, blog, kids, full-time job, house, husband, free time? And it's simple. You just have 24 hours a day. It all comes down to be very efficient with your time. So I prepare my content. I have Excel sheet where I plan my blog posts and my videos, plan the ideas roughly 3 months in advance. I film in bulk. Like today is Sunday, my mother's looking after the kids. I have 2 hours of spare time and I'm going to film at least 2 videos in this time. I do the rest in the evenings, which means I really don't take that much me time. My typical day starts at around 6 a.m. I get ready and I'm at the office and at my desk at 7 a.m. I work. I have a 15-minute coffee break in the mornings and I have half an hour lunch break during the day. And during this time, I stay at my desk and I read the blogs that I want to read. When I get home at around 4 p.m., this time is reserved for the kids and the family. I try not to be on social media. I try not to be on the computer at all when the kids are awake. My kids don't watch TV because I don't think it's beneficial for them. We read a lot. That may sound a little strict, but again, personal decision. And I try to fit anything that needs to be done and that can be done with kids, like household chores, like working out, into this time. Of course, working out with your kids is not efficient, but it's fun for all of us. My kids see that working out is part of my daily life and I have my workout done. Then it's bath time, story time, I sing to my kids, all that jazz, and they are in bed between 8 and 8:30. And that's when I go down, sit down at my computer and either write a blog post, because it takes me 2 to 3 hours just writing, doing the research for the blog post, or edit a video, which takes approximately 3 hours as well. I just sit there and work on the blog, answer emails until 11 p.m. and then I go to bed. I bulk take pictures once or maybe twice a month. This is another evening because I have artificial light, so I can film and take pictures any time of the day. I know that I put a lot of pressure on myself because I answer blog posts 2 evenings a week. I edit one video. I write 1 to 2 blog posts, so I get a buffer, and that's 6 days a week. So there's just 1 evening a week that I get to spend with my husband, go out with friends, or just crash on the couch. And I know that that's pretty intense, but this is my choice. And I've seen people complaining that you have no free time as a vlogger. Well, this is my free time. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to the camera. I enjoy getting the feedback. I enjoy writing a blog post and sharing my skincare. If any, I would love to do more. I would love to upload twice a week to YouTube because I have this long a list of video ideas that I want to film, but I just don't know when. More important is what I don't do. I don't engage in Twitter chats, Instagram challenges, or anything like that. I know that this is bad for my Twitter follower stats and all this, but hey, I don't care. I don't have the time to be on Twitter. During this time, I'm active with my kids. And this whole follow for follow and leave me your links and I'm going to check you out. I only read the blogs that I enjoy. I want people to come to my blog and stay because they like the content that I have. I don't want any of this nice video follow for follow comments. I delete them. I don't mind the page view. I don't care about these. I want to attract people that really are interested in what I do and what I have to say. I don't do follow for follow. If you look at my blog loving following stats, I have about 400 and something people that follow my blog, and I personally do follow around 150. I read all of these blogs. Not every day, but I do read all of these 150 blogs. There is no one in there that I just follow because they once followed me. Okay, I just realized that I've been rambling on for at least 20 minutes. That will be hard to edit down. Bottom line, I am able to fit everything in because I'm really well organized and I invest every free minute into this blog. That's it from my Q&A. Like, subscribe so you don't miss any of my awesome scheduled uploads, and I'm going to see you all very soon with a beauty video. Bye!